Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make 3D Fortnite thumbnails with this updated tutorial from the last one that was in February, so it's pretty old. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to leave all the links in the description that you are going to need, and I'll tell you when you need them. And we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to put all of those in the description. But the first link is the Blender download link, and you're going to go ahead and open up that link and go ahead and go through all the steps of downloading, and then download it and open it up when you're done. Once you've opened it, you're going to see all this stuff. So what you're going to do is you're going to delete all of that. After that's done, we're going to need a model for this. So it's going to be a Discord link in the description. So go ahead and go here into my Discord. And once you join the Discord, you're going to want to go to the rules channel. Make sure you read the rules. After you've read them, you're going to either press the check or the X for notifications off or notifications off. Notifications off or notifications on. After that, you're going to see the model downloads tab, and you're going to choose any model from in here and go ahead and download it. Once you've downloaded a model, you're going to go to File, Open, Discard Changes, and wherever you've downloaded it, go to wherever you have downloaded at. I'm just going to use a model that I've posed before, and I'm just going to explain everything again. So now that we have our model open, if you have a model open and it happens to not show, either has this and it's not showing the bones, just make sure you have the bones on and you can see them. It's going to say .ao at the end. Make sure that you have the eye on over here. After that's done, go ahead and pose your character however you want it. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to use a non-posed model, but a model I've made. And I actually have this as I'm going to use it so you can see the shadow. You don't have to do this for every thumbnail. If you don't see the floor, there's no point in doing it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Add, Mesh, Plane, and I'm going to make it super big. And then move it down right there below. There we go, just like that. And then I'm going to go back in camera view, and I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go to this tab right here. And I'm going to go to, you're going to click Visibility. Make sure your render engine is on cycles. Once you have that done, go ahead and click Turn on Shadow Catcher, and then once that is done, that's all you need to do. After you've posed it, add that if you can see the floor. Otherwise, you can just have your camera like, let me show you, just increased like this, zoomed in on the body, something like that, just like that. That's what a normal thumbnail most people have. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to show everything possible that you would need to do. So after that's happened, you're going to do that, and then we're going to go over here to the shading tab. After that's done, you're going to come over here to the shading tab, and this is all you're going to have. You're going to have a background and a world node. So what you're going to want to do is add a mapping. Click Add, and then Search tab, and then Mapping, and then you're going to have one. You're going to press Shift D, and it's going to duplicate it, and you're going to put it down here. After that's done, you're going to add a texture coordinate. You're going to add that before actually, and you're going to put generated and then here. And then you're going to just copy that again, Shift D, and then connect that there. And then you're going to add an environment texture. Put that here, duplicate that, put that there, vector to vector, vector to vector. And then you're going to add, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be using 2 HDRIs. Normally, if you're just using one, you're just going to connect color to color. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm using 2 HDRIs. And I'm going to add mix. So you're going to need to add a mix RGB when you search over here. Mix RGB instead of a mix shader is what you're going to need to do. And then connect this to color 1, connect this to color 2, and connect color to color. After that, it's going to show just like this, and that's exactly, as you can see, what I was talking about, the shadow. That is exactly how to get 2 HDRIs. I'm going to be sure to leave the link in the description for HDRI Haven, this one right here. And we're just going to go here, and you can search for HDRIs. A lot of HDRIs, the great HDRIs are on here. And just download them and connect them, either 1 or 2, however many you would like to do. So now that we've done that, let's go back into Blender. Let's go to this first tab over here. Actually, we're going to add some lights before we do this. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to go to Add Light Area. So we're going to add some rim lights. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this above the plane, and we're gonna bring this back here. Make sure it's a little. Alright, so once we have that, rotate it like that, and then up and down like this, not too wide, just like that. Alright, now that we have that done, bring this down and rotate it like this. You don't have to use any lights at all, but I do recommend it for the rim lights. Alright, once you have that done, keep it like that. Press Shift D and then rotate it the other ways on the green axis. Oh, I forgot to Shift D again. And then rotate it on this axis. And then rotate it like that and push that back just like that. After we have that done, that's our 2 rim lights, and we're gonna need to go to this sampling tab up here, this one right here, the first tab, and you can change your render. If you have a good PC, a pretty good PC, change it to 900, semi-decent PC 400, and a really bad one, just keep it on 200. I'm gonna put mine on 400 just for the sake of the video to speed up the render process. I'm gonna go ahead and just render this out, and I'll be right back with you. Now that I have rendered this out, we're gonna go ahead and work on the Photoshop side of this. Go ahead and open up Photoshop. So now that we're gonna work on the Photoshop part, I would recommend finding some CC's color corrections that are good for your style of thumbnails. I have my own CC right here, and so now that I have my CC made, and you're gonna want to make your own CC, after you've done that, click on the background and just go ahead and take a screenshot from Fortnite or something like that. Go ahead and just take a screenshot from in there. I would recommend changing everything to epic settings so it can be the highest quality. And then when you bring it in here, go ahead and blur it a little with the Gaussian blur. And that's it. For this tutorial, this isn't going to be a very good background for this render, but I'm gonna go ahead and use another render that I have made in the past. Wait, that's the wrong one. What you're gonna do is we're gonna go over to models, wherever you saved it at your render. So I need to find where I saved mine exactly. Nope, not there. So what we're gonna do is I have my render right here. This is my render, and what I did is I added a little bit of inner glow and a little bit of outer glow. Once we have added a little bit of inner glow and a little bit of outer glow to your perfect settings for your thumbnail, whatever looks best for you, I'm going to shift on all of these, press Ctrl J, and then merge those layers, and then go to filter, camera raw filter, and then I'm going to go ahead and load my settings. I have some designated settings. You can go ahead and find your own settings that are the best for you. And then I'm going to go over to Hue tab and change the greens up a little bit to whatever you prefer. Once you've changed all that, as you can see, it gave it a little bit of effect. And then I'm going to duplicate the layer, and I'm going to go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then put this on screen, and then turn this down a little bit. Alright, once you have done just this, after that you're going to merge all of, you're going to duplicate all of these and merge it, and then you're going to save it for web. That is pretty much all you have to do in Photoshop. I do a little bit more, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to go with all. I normally add a lot more effects than this, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to show very much. You can go ahead. The reason I'm not going to show very much is because I want you to have your own style and make it looks best for your thumbnails. But I appreciate you watching this video. If you have any questions, if you think I left anything out, or if you need any help, join my Discord. We have some really great staff that can help you out. Be sure to read the rules. It's really important. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next video. Since it is the end of the video, I'm going to give an explanation of a few of the problems that happen in my Discord when people join, common questions, and just a few answers. So if I direct you to that when you ask me the question, here you are. So the first thing is please double check the rules, and if you get banned, it's most likely because you asked for models. And I get a lot of questions asking why that is, and it's because if everybody asked, our server would just be filled with that and no one would want help, and I don't really want that. And also, if you can't see, if you're like, people will say I can only see welcome and rules, go over here and click the X and the check, and then you'll be able to see the other channels like model downloads and all these other channels like that. If you want to post your art here, go ahead and post your art, and if it's good, you'll get allowed to be a star. And once there's a star, if you get 10 stars, you'll get to be on featured art. Like, there's some really cool art on here and stuff. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and once again, even though I already said it's the end of the video, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.